Hi guys, how are you tonight? So, I've done a twin flame reading for the Star-Seeded Souls, and I did it a little bit differently. I have the energy for the Divine Masculine on this side and the Divine Feminine on this side. I pulled from the Cosmic Reading Cards by Nari Anastasia for the overall energy. And let me show you. So we have headspace, heart space, what we need to know for the Divine Masculine. And then over here, we have headspace, heart space, what we need to know for the Divine Feminine. And then I have past life influencing for the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. And when I talk about Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine, doesn't necessarily mean I'm talking about a man or a woman. Men can be representing the Divine Feminine energy within a twin flame relationship. And also, it could be the energy inside of yourself. So you could take this reading as like the energy that is inside of you that connects with your masculine, and that's inside of you that connects with your feminine. And if you connect these readings, it is likely that you are part of the wave of star-seeded souls. So I do bring in the energy and frequency of Alcyon, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, and like whoever else comes up. So this is like a cosmic reading. The decks that I have here, I have the Past Life by Doreen Virtue. I have the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue, and then I just have two cosmic reading cards by Nari Anastasia at the top. So I pulled for the overall energy first, and this is for the Divine Masculine. So the overall energy for the Divine Masculine at this time is time out. So I know that this could be manifesting in different ways. I feel like if your counterpart may not be feeling them, you may not be having as much of a connection with them right now. Like you might feel like you're on a time out from that energy or that connection. But this is also in connection to the Divine Masculine energy inside of you, and it is like telling you to just like take a time out, step back, try not to go into any anger, try not to go any place that's going to bring your vibration down. Like, make sure that you're taking time out to look at the positive stuff in life, and if there's anything going on like in your physical world, like in connection with your job or anything like that, make sure that you're not allowing other people to bring your energy down, and know that you're doing like what you're supposed to be doing, and try to feel good about yourself. So that is the energy and message that is coming in for the Divine Masculine energy. And for the Divine Feminine energy, we have Celebration, which is number 6, which is a twin flame number. Over here we had 32, which I would add up to 5. So know that the Divine Masculine energy is also shifting and changing right now. It's rising into that new energy, that new awareness, that new awakening. So Divine Feminine overall energy right now is Celebration, number 6. So this could be a celebration in connection with like your inner energies are starting to balance. It's like a celebration of that feminine rising and allowing yourself to like allow this masculine energy to kind of just shift and change. Like I feel like the Divine Feminine is dealing with the energies a little bit better than the masculine. They're realizing like what things are connected to. They're going deeper into the work that they need to do. And I know that for myself, I've been having a lot of womb stuff happening. Like I've been feeling pressure, and I know it's connected to like my identity, my truth. Like I need to go into deeper layers of doing this work for self. I need to go into the shadow work more, and I need to like really almost figure out what the truth is for myself. So if you've been having like doubts in regards to your like life, like anything in your life, any situation in your life, try to get into connection here and find out like where it's stemming from. And you may find at this time people like around you are influencing your energy, and they're influencing the way you think about things. So if something's bothering you, just try to like navigate through it on your own and figure out what your truth is. Don't allow the opinions of others to shift how you're feeling. Just honor whatever is rising and blossoming, and know that it's like calling you to go deeper. And if you're having anything show up in your life that's not great, it could be the manifestation of this like anger energy that's out there, but a lot of stuff from the past is coming up too. So if there's anything unhealed from the past, if there's any relationships that you like just walked away from, any people in your life that just you didn't mend the relationship with, know that energy's coming up, and you may be feeling like you need to reach out and make amends with certain people. Just make sure you're careful in how you do that. Like, you could either write a letter, or you could, and when you write the letter, just burn it, like not send it. Or if it's somebody you're safe to connect with and heal that relationship with, then you can reach out to them in the physical. But in regards to like the twin energy, I do feel like there's a celebration of this, like knowing that you have this work to do right now. And as you do this work, it brings in your counterpart. And they're going through this work too. They're going through these changes too. They just need to take more time out and more relaxation, more connection with themselves, so that they can begin to celebrate this shift that's happening. So for the Divine Masculine's headspace at this time, the first card that came out was self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. So whenever I pull this energy, I very much connect with the Sirian energy. And it's a very emotional energy. So I feel like it's going hand in hand with this. Like, they need to forgive themselves for the past. Like, they're also going, like, because they're your mirror, so the energies here are going to reflect back and forth. Like, so their past life stuff is coming up, and their life, like their current life, that stuff's coming up. So like I was just saying, like making amends with people and healing relationships that may not have ended well, or if you feel like there's something lingering there. For the Divine Masculine, they need to forgive themselves in connection to anything bad that happened. They need to, forgive themselves on this layer of consciousness and through space-time reality, going back into the other lifetimes that are still coexisting, so you can access them and, go into a place so that you can forgive yourself, and know that you're here for purpose. Everything that's coming up is coming up for a reason. So whatever happened within this lifetime or other lifetimes that you're holding guilt onto, it's time to release that. And that is going to assist in going to those deeper levels that, mirrors the Divine Feminine, and allowing them to heal the past wounds of the ancestors, heal the wounds of themselves, heal the wounds of their past lives. And the way they're going to do that is through taking this time out and connecting and relaxing. And then they have Simplify Your Life, which says eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. Now again, it's a time of like taking that time out to get clear with what's important, what's not important, eliminating clutter from your life, eliminating like energetic clutter from your life, and this energy of forgiveness comes through too. So as you clear things out in your physical space, that helps you to clear things out in your mental space, in your emotional space. So again, it's that energy, taking time out, figuring out like what is important in your life. It doesn't have to be like, going through a closet and clearing that out. That energy does assist and help, but it's more of like cluttering the thoughts that aren't serving you, decluttering, and removing any guilt, any resentment, any anger, anything that is holding you back, any beliefs that are no longer serving and assisting. And Divine Feminine, this energy here too, I feel like is very much a mirrored aspect as well. So for Divine Feminine, you do want to be decluttering your energetic spaces. You want to go through and simplify life, because we're mirroring each other. So as you do that, you're assisting your masculine, and as you do that, you guys are kind of connecting on an energetic level. And again, it's that energy inside of you as well. So make sure that you're taking time to declutter, get rid of the stuff that you no longer need or no longer resonates within your physical and non-physical world. And then for the Divine Feminine headspace, we have soulmate relationship. So a new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. And I feel like this is in connection to your counterpart. Since we're in celebration and doing the work, I do feel like this is very much connected to your counterpart. Like, you're aware of them, you understand like what you need to do in order to really truly heal and harmonize these energies like within yourself. And as you do that, it happens outside of yourself, as within, as without. So you're in a good headspace in connection to this relationship. Like, you're not really hanging on to that like chaser energy anymore. You're knowing like this is a journey for self, and so you're illuminating. And another message that is coming through is that there may actually be like a soulmate popping up that is going to come in and probably take your attention for a little while, but in the end it will lead you to your actual counterpart, your twin flame. So there is two messages coming in. So some of you, you're in that good space. For those others of you who have stuff coming from the past, again, this could be in connection to past lives. We have soulmates, we have soul contracts that we sign up for, but everything we go through, and every person we connect with is assisting you in eventually reuniting with that true inner energy inside of yourself. So don't cut yourself off from these new romantic relationships that could be popping up in your life. And then for the Divine Feminine's headspace, we have set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself, don't settle. So I really do believe that as the Divine Feminine, sometimes you lower your standards in connection to your masculine, particularly those who have somebody outside of themselves who they consider their counterpart. You allow them to treat you poorly. You allow them to show up when they want, and then, go through this time of no contact. And they actually get used to that too. So Divine Feminine, it's time to set more standards for yourself. Like, even if you know 100% that this is your counterpart, and it's probably a lot of stuff to be healed or whatever. I know that when they reach out to you, you want to run and jump, but you have to make sure that they're coming from a place of compassion and love when they reach out to you, and that they're not going to just turn around and hide again, because that hurts you on so many levels. So if you don't think that it's safe to connect with your counterpart at this time, make sure you take that time out. Maybe find somebody who is going to honor you and love you and give you, help you to set your standards higher. And I think this could be, again, in connection with this forgiveness. Like, they are aware of the fact that they haven't treated you well. And I think some of that guilt keeps them from, like, moving forward. So again, the masculine needs to declutter and simplify, get rid of those thoughts, get rid of that lingering energy of guilt, whatever is connected to it, and, just honor the Divine Feminine and show up for the Divine Feminine, knowing they know what you deserve, and you know what you deserve. So unless they're ready and willing to come into this, like, communication time periods with you with those standards set, and they're going to treat you the way that you asked to be treated, then, make sure you're not going there. But again, one of those ways that you can increase your standards is to have people in your life who do honor you and love you. And when you go through this and you have this happening in your life, it assists your counterpart to rise up to like where they're supposed to be. It pushes them through their lessons as well. I feel like people are going to be a little iffy about this, but these are just the messages that are coming through. And again, these are messages for all of the people who tune in. So take what resonates, leave the rest. You know, this could be perfectly fine, or it could be leading you to somebody who's going to make it be perfectly fine. But increasing your standards and staying in that place of that knowing, doing this deeper level work is always going to lead you into alignment with your counterpart. And it's really all about bringing that union within yourself. As soon as you bring that union within yourself, you're going to bring that union on the outside as well. So for the Divine Masculine's heart space, it says your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. The card is yes. So Divine Masculine, I feel like they have been pondering and questioning, like, is this real? Is this what it seems to be? Am I really going through this, like, in regards to this awakening of this new energy, in regards to, like, their counterpart? Like, I feel like they're starting to awaken to it and know that, like, that is where they're headed. And so they're kind of, like, reaching out and asking for confirmation in that. And they're also having this, and so Divine Masculine energy, like, within yourself, too. You know, trust that intuition. Like, if you feel like somebody is not really, like, honoring you, loving you, or supporting you, if you feel like somebody is maybe trying to hurt you or trick you or manipulate you, trust the intuition within yourself. Trust that masculine energy to show up and protect you, because that's what it does. So in regards to that, those are the two messages of Divine Feminine. If you feel that energy within inside of you, trust your gut, trust and know, like, who's showing up authentically, and trust and know who's just showing up just a little bit off of true intentions. And then for the Divine Masculine's heart space, they have synchronicity, so that your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So that is a perfect card that goes hand in hand with this. Like, yes, your intuition is correct. They've been reaching out and asking, like, for confirmation, and it is being shown through synchronicity. So pay attention to the messages that you're seeing. Know that they're guiding you on the right path. When you're seeing the number sequences, when you're seeing the animals, when you're seeing anything really that, you know, reminds you, it could be a song playing, it could just be a word, it could be something that you see scroll by on Facebook. It doesn't matter what it is. Trust it, because yes, that is your answer. You are getting the in regards to everything, in regards to your counterpart, if you are the Divine Masculine, and if you are the Divine Feminine, in regards to your Divine Masculine energy. If you are seeing that synchronicity and you're feeling that connection in regards to, like, protecting and, you know, making sure that your relationships are in alignment and that you're setting your sights high enough so that your relationships do assist you in this celebration and going into that deeper level of work, that is what this is all about. So trust it and know it. And then for Divine Feminine heart space, we have tranquility. And it says, make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. This is, like, so me today. Like, I just made sure I stayed home and relaxed, and, like, all I want to do is take a bath. And so I'm so excited about moving, because when I get to my new house, I'll have my own room with my own bathtub, and I'll get to do this more often. So whatever it is in your life that assists you in tranquility, that Divine Feminine energy right now is calling out for. It's going to nurture you. It's going to assist you into going to those deeper levels. Connecting with water is huge. It doesn't have to be like water outside. It can be water through taking a shower. It could be just drinking water. Like, that is very much connected to the tranquility, and that's going to assist the Divine Feminine's heart space right now. So just, again, allow that time to relax. You're reflecting that energy of that time out. So as that mirror, you know, like, If they're taking time out, you need to take time out, but take time out in a way that like really makes you feel good. Like do something that pampers you. You could get a massage, you could go get a pedicure, you could do just about anything that makes you feel happy. And then in the heart space, we have stay optimistic, which says your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs, which again really resonates. And because of this stuff that's been coming up, because of this womb energy that's coming up in these deeper levels, and this like looking into our past lives and being triggered by unhealed relationships, that can be hard to stay optimistic through. Like you can start to feel like things aren't going the right way, and you can create this storm in your life that doesn't really reflect what's actually happening. And I was allowing this to happen in my life. I was allowing like the views of others to come in and make me like see the darkness and instead of seeing the light. And I was doing it with myself. Like I was creating these thoughts within my mind that just don't serve me, and they're not helping me to remain in that place of balance and flow. And so if you go into that place, you cut off your abundance, you cut off all of that energy that's coming in and assisting you. So for me, I know this is huge right now. We need to stay optimistic. We need to affirm. We have to see the good that's happening in our lives, even if there's bad stuff happening in our lives. Right now is a time of celebration. Yes, you can dive in deeper and to heal the wounds that are inside of you, but you can do it optimistically and know that it's leading you to expansion. Like, it doesn't have to be a sad, horrible thing. Doing this work and doing the deeper healing and, like, owning your real truth and getting, like, you know, vulnerable and telling people the stuff that you may not want to tell people, at the end of the day, that is going to assist you the most. And I keep receiving this message from Spirit telling me, like, you're going to have to share it all. You're going to have to put it all out there. And you're going to have to just, like, really dive deeper and deeper and get into the work of your soul and figure out where it's all coming from. So, Divine Feminine, this message is here for all of you. Stay optimistic as you go through these deep levels of yourself and, you know, try healing the wounds. And as you heal these wounds, it brings you into connection and harmony with your counterpart. So you can not only heal it within, but you can manifest it on the outside. And then for Divine Masculine, what we need to know. Masculine energy needs to know morning affirmations. So say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. So again, masculine energies are mirroring the feminine energies. This is all about staying optimistic so you can manifest. And when you affirm, you open the gates of manifestation. So like I was just saying, rather than focusing on anything negative in your life, start affirming everything that's like good in your life and affirming and having gratitude. Gratitude amplifies this. So affirming like, I am abundant, I am healthy, I'm happy, I am in alignment with my energies, I am diving deeper and I'm healing my core wounds, I am healing the past, I am healing this present moment. Just whatever resonates for you, affirming that and putting that energy out there. Those words are very powerful. Those two little words, I am, really do shape your reality. So if you're walking around saying like, you know, I am this or that, that's not of a good vibration. It's going to bring you down. But if you say the good ones, it brings you up, and it helps you to stay optimistic, and it helps you to stay in that place of gratitude, and it manifests all the things in your life that you're desiring. And then they have worthiness for what we need to know. It says, know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. So as they're holding on to this guilt in connection to past lives and to all relationships, connecting this guilt to the counterpart, how they've treated their counterpart in different ways, it's really important that they start to see the self-worth. And it's by taking this time out and honoring themselves and, like, you know, realizing that the counterpart is there, that divine feminine energy is within them at all times, that yes, they are right. They need to trust their intuition and they need to move forward and listen to the messages that are coming forth in their through synchronicity. It is coming forth all the time, and start affirming, I am worthy. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of happiness. I am worthy of being forgiven. I am worthy of this beautiful connection. I am worthy of this divine feminine energy. Like, just whatever resonates again on your soul level, You need to make sure that you're raising that level of worth and taking that time out. Also, simplifying. You simplify the thoughts, you simplify your reality, you simplify your energy, you simplify the stuff in your surroundings. Everything else starts to get easier and easier, and things show up. And then for Divine Feminine, what we need to know, the first card says, make a wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation, which reminds me of the frequency of 1111, because 1111 was always said, make a wish. So the 1111 number, if you've seen it your whole life, and even if you're at that point where you were a kid and you saw 1111, it was like, oh, make a wish. That was your counterpart reaching out even then. And many of you probably met your counterpart at different times. Like, you could have been very young when you met your counterpart. You may not even know it. Like, your paths cross back and forth all the time. So the energy that's coming in is the energy of 1111 and the magic of that, and just knowing that this connection has been there for lifetimes, and it's a never-ending connection. Like, they're always brought back together, and it's really a manifestation of that union within to allow that union outward to happen as well. So whatever wish you want to make right now, use your intention wisely. Affirm it into being, like it's already here. So whatever it is that your heart desires, the next card is make a decision. So I want you to make a decision and get clear about what it is that you really want. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. So you can use this time to manifest more than whatever, just one thing. Like, so making sure that you're utilizing this time, that you're doing this deep level work, you're realizing this connection, you're inviting other people in who are going to allow you to set your sights higher. And this doesn't even have to be on a romantic level. Like, these soulmates could be people who are coming in your life to assist you into expansion and setting your sights higher. And so take those opportunities of expansion. When somebody presents something to you that you know is in your highest and best, know that you're worthy of that. Set your sights higher and take the action needed that will bring you along with it. Don't overwhelm yourself. Make sure that you're taking that time out to relax and feel good about yourself. But stay optimistic in all of this shifting and all of this changing, and know that it's leading you to expansion and to abundance. So really make a choice on what it is that you really truly desire in your life, and use the power that's available within you at this time as this divine feminine energy rises. Make a wish, like put it out to the universe and allow it to manifest. And of course, you have to do the work behind it, but it's a time to do so. It's a time to plant those seeds, and it's a time to allow them to start to be nurtured and loved so that they can grow. And then we have the last two cards for the past life connection. And for the Divine Masculine, it was trust and faith. So I feel this really is perfect for the rest of this, like feeling like they've been stuck, like they've been connecting with that energy of their past lives, like they're holding on to this guilt, holding on to guilt in connection to their relationship. And so this trust and faith, like this relationship's been going on for many, many lifetimes. And if the masculine is going through those lifetimes and those levels of energy within themselves and like healing those wounds of the past, they're likely healing anything that is connected to having trust and faith. And they may have had times where having faith in something didn't work out so well for them. So they may be holding on to beliefs that are keeping them in resistance to this connection because they don't want to believe, like they don't want to trust it and believe it. They've been jaded in the past, so they're pulling away from it. And then for the Divine Feminine, we have the High Priest or High Priestess. And so for you've been a High Priestess many times. You've done this work many times. You know what you need to do, like innately within you. This energy is always growing and expanding inside of you, and it's always leading you into alignment. So, just keep doing this work. Know that it's leading you to union. It's leading you into a better union with all people in your life, not just your twin flame, but all of the soulmates. and like set those sets higher, because you have that power within you. You have that spiritual connection. You know what you need to do, and you have the energy and power to do so. Actually, I want to read the description from these two cards just to see what the deck says, because I want to see what it says. So we have trust and faith. The question that you're asking today is connected to the levels of trust and faith that you have. These two qualities affect the amount of fulfillment, peace, and joy you experience. If you find that you don't trust yourself, others, or even life itself, the reason may be rooted in a prior lifetime. This card could also indicate past lifetime where you were betrayed by a specific person who is in your current life. This is also true with respect to the amount of faith you have in the universe or God. Look at the other cards that you drew surrounding this one for clues as to which lives may have shattered or boosted your faith or trust. You drew this card as a sign to have faith and to trust that your prayers have been heard and that you're being answered. It says yes, and that you're being answered. While it's true that you learn from your past, it's also important to live in this moment without clouding it. Don't cloud it with the past pain. And if your faith and trust issues are directed at certain individuals, listen to these feelings, as they may be a red flag, warnings to heed. You can forgive someone from your past lives, and you can also allow your inner guidance to avoid him or her if it is warning you to just trust this person. So I feel like this is bringing through the messages perfectly, that when in alignment with Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. So it's, you know, trusting that inner voice and knowing, like, you can forgive, but you don't have to allow people into your life that are going to continue to hurt you. And use that inner guidance to let you know if somebody is not really there for your highest and best, and know that the messages aren't coming through. And for Divine Feminine's High Priestess, I think is going to be High Priestess. You probably already know that you are a High Priest or High Priestess during one or more lifetimes. Most people who have held these roles have a conscious sense of it. You've also retained your heightened spiritual knowledge, which this card is urging you to put into greater practice. Time to dive deeper. It's time for you to reignite your spiritual power and use it in service of your divine mission of healing, teaching, and helping the world. This card urges you to release any insecurities you may have about your spiritual abilities, so setting your sights higher, and any fears about others knowing your beliefs. So that's a part of this too. So Divine Feminine, you are more awake than your masculine usually. Like I've found that, like, in these relationships, the Divine Feminine is a little bit further ahead. The masculine may be like having resistance towards these beliefs. And so as the Divine Feminine, you may not even always feel 100% confident, like, in expressing your beliefs and your knowledge and your knowing to that counterpart, because you don't want to, like, freak them out. And, you know, they do have these issues, but it's time to heal them. So Divine Feminine, it's time to just say, you know what, whatever, like, he's going to catch up when he's ready to catch up. And if he can't catch up, then somebody else is going to present that will fill in that energy for you. And eventually, hopefully, they catch up and release all this energy. But it's mostly important that, Divine Feminine, you continue to embrace this role. Show your true self. Don't be afraid. Don't limit yourself. Just speak your truth and put it all out there, and celebrate yourself and go into those deeper levels of yourself, and, so, you know, surrendering into whoever it is that you truly are. Show people where you've come from and how you've risen through whatever adversity you have gone through. Set your sights higher for yourself. Stay optimistic. Take time out for yourself, and use this time that we have here to really truly manifest all of the new, like, abundance and love that's available to you. And as you do this work, this is going to also assist. You're healing that divine masculine energy inside yourself. You're healing the divine masculine energy for your counterpart. And he's also doing this work too. He is aware of it. He is waking up, and he is, suffering with some of it. But he can do this, and he is getting help. He's listening to his intuition. It's there, and he's being shown signs. So I do really feel like they can really start to see that they have worth and value and affirm, and also that you are allowing yourself, like your counterpart within you, to do this work. It is going to allow that trust and that faith to open up for both of you and for the divine feminine. You really need to step into and honor that beautiful power that you have available. So I hope you all have a beautiful night. I am offering a special for May. The Pleiadian lineup is coming up May 15th through the 20th. So all 1 hour long readings or healings are just $55 in honor of all these changes and shifts. So if you'd like to connect with me, you could email divineessential@gmail.com, or you could go to divineessential.com and check out some of my other services. I am going to be updating, editing, and adding on to the website. I will be recording some new meditations and things like that soon. In Mune, namaste.